राधे राधे फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू शुक्र है पंडिताइन है हम सब का मच अवेटेड शो। और आज के इस एपिसोड में वी विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट देवशयनी एकादशी एंड वी विल कंटिन्यू द क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर सेशन। सो आप सबके अगर कोई भी डाउट्स हैं, आपके कोई भी क्वेरीज हैं वास्तुशास्त्र को लेकर के, कोई भी इस तरह की बातें हैं जो आप जानना चाहते हैं अपने ऑफिस को इम्प्रूव करने के लिए, अपने घर को इम्प्रूव करने के लिए, अपने बिजनेस को इम्प्रूव करने के लिए, आप जानना चाहते हैं कि किस तरह से उसकी एनर्जी को इम्प्रूव किया जा सके, उसके ऑरा को इम्प्रूव किया जा सके, ऐसा कुछ भी जो वास्तुशास्त्र से संबंधित है आप जानना चाहते हैं, तो आप उसे यहाँ इस प्लेटफॉर्म पर हमसे पूछ सकते हैं। वी विल बी मोर देन हैप्पी टू हेल्प यू हियर। और ऐसी ही ये सीरीज़ अभी हमारी स्टार्टेड रहेगी। सो एवरी मंथ फॉर द इनिशियल 3 weeks वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग क्वेश्चंस एंड आंसर्स। और उसके बाद में लास्ट वीक में हम कोई पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक डिस्कस किया करेंगे। दिस इज़ समथिंग दैट वी हैव स्टार्टेड दिस मंथ। तो अगर कोई भी आपके क्वेश्चंस हैं, कोई भी डाउट्स हैं आपके मन में, तो आप उन्हें हमसे निश्विक्र होकर के यहाँ पूछ सकते हैं। और इसके अलावा अगर आपको लगता है कि आपके कोई फ्रेंड्स हैं, आपके कोई रिलेटिव्स हैं जिन्हें इस सलाह की ज़रूरत है, इस सलाह की ज़रूरत होगी, वास्तुशास्त्र आपको लगता है जब भी आप उनके घर पर जाते हैं तो आपको लगता है कि उनके घर की एनर्जी बहुत ग्रेट नहीं है, या आपको लगता है कि आपका कोई मित्र संकट में है, परेशानी में है, और आपको लगता है कि वास्तुशास्त्र से उसकी मदद हो सकती है, तो आप इस सेशन को अभी लाइव शेयर भी कर सकते हैं, बाद में भी शेयर कर सकते हैं। लेकिन लाइव शेयर करने से बेनिफिट ये होता है कि अभी वो इसमें ज्वाइन करके कोई क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं, और जब वो पूछ पाते हैं तो फिर हम उसका आंसर दे सकते हैं। दिस इज़ द बेनिफिट। सो आई वुड एडवाइज़ कि आप, अगर आपको लगता है कि कोई इस तरह का कोई इंसान है जिसे बेनिफिट होगा, तो उसे अभी आप इस पर या तो आप बुला लें या फिर आप शेयर कर दें। राधे राधे सुभाषिनी दीदी, कैसी हैं आप? सो सुभाषिनी दीदी, एज आई टोल्ड लास्ट टाइम ऑल्सो, शी इज़ माई टीचर फ्रॉम वृंदावन. We have grown up in Vrindavan. She is much senior to me, and I have studied chemistry from Didi. She is a sweetheart. She is a very good poet also. She and even her younger sister Geeta Didi is a very good poet. She stays in Indore. They are doing some excellent work. जी जी अमन जी, क्योंकि आज कनेक्ट इसलिए नहीं हो रहा था क्योंकि यहाँ पर जहाँ जिस एरिया में हम रहते हैं वहाँ पर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का इशू है, तो यहाँ पर लाइट्स नहीं है। आज सुबह से ही यहाँ पर लाइट का प्रॉब्लम है। देयर इज़ नो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी। इनफैक्ट माई सन हैज़ गॉन टू स्टारबक्स बिकॉज ही वर्क्स फ्रॉम होम, तो ही हैज़ गॉन टू स्टारबक्स टू कनेक्ट. So that's why I tried to log in from my laptop, but it was not happening. Then I tried logging in from the phone, which I am doing right now. इसलिए जी, thank you very much. So I can see lots and lots of people are watching and logging in here, which is good to know. And so let me discuss about Devshani Ekadashi first. Devshani Ekadashi, which we all will be celebrating on 10th of July. देवशयनी एकादशी, इसके बारे में हमने पहले भी डिस्कस किया है. दिस इज़ एन इम्पॉर्टेंट डे बिकॉज दिस इज़ द डे व्हेन देवतास और majorly Lord Vishnu is the one who goes off to sleep. But it's not actually a sleep, it's a small nap that he takes. तो एक छोटी सी नैप लेते हैं इस समय लॉर्ड विष्णु, और इस नैप को माना जाता है चतुर्मास शुरू हो जाता है, तो लोग कहते हैं कि ये जो चतुर्मास है, दिस इज मेजरली फॉर योर मेडिटेशन। इस समय ध्यान करना चाहिए, मेडिटेट करना चाहिए। फिर अभी आप देखेंगे श्रावण आएगा, तो सावन की पूजा के बारे में सभी जानते हैं, that how important it is. Then we will see that Ganpati festival will be there. Then there are so many other festivals. During this period we will be celebrating Navaratri also. तो ये जो पीरियड होता है अपने आप में, जब तक कि देव उठते हैं वापस, विच इज देव उठान एकादशी, देवोत्थान एकादशी जिसे कहते हैं। सो देवशयनी एकादशी से लेकर के और देव उत्थान एकादशी तक का जो पीरियड होता है, वो पीरियड ऐसा है जिसमें कि वी आर नॉट सपोज टू डू मेनी ऑस्पिशियस थिंग्स, लाइक शादियाँ नहीं होती, मैरिजेस आर यूजुअली प्रोहिबिटेड। लोग करते हैं, दैट्स अ डिफरेंट थिंग, बट आइडियली मैरिजेस आर प्रोहिबिटेड ड्यूरिंग दिस टाइम। गृह प्रवेश प्रोहिबिट किए जाते हैं कि इस समय आप ना तो किसी नए घर में प्रवेश करें, ना ही कोई नया संबंध इस समय बांधा जाए, क्योंकि नया संबंध बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट है। तो उसको जो है इस समय कोशिश की जाती है कि नया संबंध जो है वो इस समय हम नहीं स्टार्ट करें। लेकिन इसके अलावा बाकी जो चीज़ें होती हैं, दे कैरी ऑन, दे कंटिन्यू। तो उसमें बहुत ही कॉशियस होकर के मुहूर्त निकाला जाता है, और मुहूर्त निकाल करके और फिर हम देखते हैं कि हम क्या कर सकते हैं। जैसे अगर कोई व्हीकल ख़रीदना है, किसी किसी ऑफिस का इनाग्रेशन करना है, कोई डील साइन करनी है, किसी घर की रजिस्ट्री करनी है, किसी घर के लिए ऑफ़र डालना है, ऐसा कुछ भी करना है, तो बी लिटिल कॉशियस कि कब हम कर सकते हैं। अगर कुछ भी समझ ना आए तो पूरे हफ्ते जो अभिजीत मुहूर्त है उसको आप फॉलो कर लें। अभिजीत मुहूर्त यानी कि दोपहर 12 बजे से 12:15 बजे का टाइम जो होता है वो सेफ रहता है, एक्सेप्ट वेंसडे। सो अभिजीत मुहूर्त कैन बी फॉलोड, विच इज़ 12 noon midday, which is 12 noon to 12:15. That is the time which is supposed to be extremely auspicious. It can be followed without much fuss. You can sign a deal or anything auspicious that you are looking for, you can do during that period. But this does not, it doesn't work on Wednesdays. On Wednesdays, Abhijit Muhurt does not work. So except that, it will work. You can follow that. Thank you, Radhika. Radhe Radhe. Radhika is liking the green color of my eye pencil. Thank you. So I can see lot many people watching. Sundar Yadav ji, Radhe Radhe. Sonia Arora, Radhe Radhe. Pavitra Gupta ji, Radhe Radhe. Isabel, Radhe Radhe dear. Dr. Richa Sharma, Radhe Radhe. Preeti Mittal, Radhe Radhe dear. Rajendra Singh ji, Radhe Radhe. ज्योति मिश्रा जी, राधे राधे। प्रतिभा गौतम जी, राधे राधे। So during Devashayani Ekadashi, once this Devashayani Ekadashi starts until the Devothan Ekadashi, what all you are supposed to do is try to do lots of chanting, lots of bhajan, lots of meditation. I'm not saying that just do bhajan, I'm not saying that just do meditation. There are other things in life which are equally important, but try to inculcate this into your system. People who say that I go to people's house and they say, Chhavi, I am not a temple person, or I'm not a puja person, I do not bow, and I'm quite an atheist. So I would say that if there's even 1% of love towards God hidden within you, try to inculcate that, try to look for it and develop that during this period, because this is a very, very beautiful period, especially meant for that. because this is when God is taking a nap. And when God is taking a nap, Lord Vishnu is taking a nap, he is he is kind of, once he wakes up, he will just see that who all were there around me, um, talking about me when I was asleep. When I was awake, there are people who, because when you are around, on your face there are so many people who talk about you, talk good about you. But when you are not around, when you are sleeping, even at that time, if people are ready to talk about you, ready to talk good about you, those are the people who matter the most to you, or who ultimately, remain very important to you. So this is the importance of Chaturmas, and I would really like all the viewers of Vastu Chavi to follow that. That's the whole purpose, that when people view anything via Vastu Chavi's sessions, or follow Vastu Chavi's videos, that they get to learn something which is good for them. हिरमोनी बेगम जी राधे राधे, रजनीश खुल्लर जी राधे राधे. And during this Chaturmas, as I told you, suppose I keep receiving lots of messages like, ma'am, I have to buy a car. Is this a good date? What is a good date? Let me tell you, though I can always calculate that date for you and give it to you, but it's not my job. So I'll really appreciate if you send me questions related to Vastu and not Muhurat. For Muhurat, kindly contact your local Panditji. Whoever is your local Panditji, I'll really appreciate that. If you can reach out to your local Panditjis with all such kind of questions where you are looking for the date or time of Muhurat, because I specialize into Vastu, I specialize into Yantric therapies. So I'll appreciate if you reach out to me or for questions which are related to Vasu Shastra, or for questions related to Yantric therapies and not related to Muhurats, because I have limited time period and it becomes difficult, and I do not like to say no to people, and that's how I go. Sometimes I go out of the way. Sometimes it's 1 o'clock in the night. I finished the session, and then I go out of the way to calculate that. But then, it's not good for my own sleep. So that's why I really appreciate if you can get that thing done with your local Panditjis. राधे राधे गोस्वामी दिनेश अंकल जी, कैसे हैं आप? Chandra Shricharan, Radhe Radhe. Radhe Radhe, Maulina, how are you doing? Jigar Rawal ji, Radhe Radhe. So, Devishayan Ekadashi and the Chaturmas. Many people ask us that, ma'am, I have been told strictly not to have any non-veg during Chaturmas, but I stay alone and I don't know anything to cook, and where I'm staying, chicken burger is the only thing that I easily get. What to do? So for all such people who are stuck between standard rituals and instructions from their families, and issues like they are not able to follow because of where they are staying, like, and their food habits, or because they do not know how to cook, I would say that try to follow your heart. Whatever best you can do, try to do that. Whatever best. If you think that you can manage with something which is, because nowadays you have so many vegan options, you have soya options. If you can manage with that, fine. If you cannot manage with that, then do not take that burden on yourself that you are not following the Chaturmas thing, and you are having a non-veg, I think what's more important is to connect with God during that period. What you are eating is secondary, but the way you are connecting to God is the prime thing, is the most important thing. Daniel De Cruz is saying, "Hi ma'am, I have a problem focusing on work when I do tasks. Please suggest a few ways to do so." Problem focusing while you are on your task, on any of your tasks, means that you need to connect with Lord Ganpati. Ganpati is the Lord of wit and the Lord of concentration also. So try to sit, most of the time, try to sit in the northeast zone or the eastern zone, because northeast zone is the zone where Vastu Purush has his head, and if you sit in that zone and facing northeast or east, that is the time when you will get the best concentration. You will see that your concentration will get better the moment you shift your desk, your working desk or your study table to northeast and face east or northeast. This way your concentration will become much better. And try to keep an Abhimantrit, which is pre-energized Ganpati idol, in that zone, that northeastern zone, and try to connect with that idol every single day, or every single time you start your work, every single time you open your laptop or you open your book before starting your studies. You make sure to connect with Lord Ganpati, and then you will see that there's a big boost in your concentration. Other than that, try to chant Om. Just by chanting Om, I think in the last video also I discussed it, that just by chanting Om you can do wonders regarding your concentration. But when you chant Om, just make sure that the Om sound is created at 3 different levels, and these 3 different levels are A from your navel, U from your heart, and M from your mouth. So A, U, M, these 3, A, U, M, when you merge these 3, you will get the sound of Om, and that is what we are looking for, and that will increase the concentration level within you. It is not only creating a sound, it is basically detoxifying all your toxins from your tummy. It is detoxifying your heart, whatever grudges you have, and detoxifying your tongue. So this will detoxify it, and once it is detoxified, you will feel the benefits around. So this is what we want, and yes, you will see definitely you will see a big boost after that. Suman Singh ji, Radhe Radhe. It is good to connect with you all here, and as I told you, I have a power issue today, so I will have to take an early break from you guys. I would like to connect with you all next week at the same time. Till then, आज के आनंद की जय 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 श्री राधे।